What's going on, guys? I'm super excited to have you here today. My name is Trent, and we are the Thrifty Pickerz. We are going to have a fantastic show for you today. We're going over what all has sold, how much money we've made, which is always good if you're making money. Um, we have sold a ton of stuff, a ton of stuff. Um, we have made quite a bit of money over the last few days. It's been fantastic. Um, I don't know if it's just because fourth quarter or whatever, but either way, we've made a lot of money. We have got a lot of stuff to cover today. So I appreciate everybody joining in. Like I said, you guys are fantastic. You're always welcome here on the show. If you have any comments, just leave them in the comment bar, and we will discuss whatever you want to discuss. But like I said, we've got a lot of stuff to cover, so we need to go ahead and kick this off and get started. Um, some of you know that I source most of my products through yard sales. And what I do is I just go around to yard sales, estate sales, thrift stores, places like that, and I buy stuff cheap. And then I turn around and sell it for a profit. That's how I make all my money. And, well, not all of my money, but that's how I make a lot of my money. And it's a lot of fun for me because I love getting to go new places. I like traveling. I like getting to meet new people. I work so much with the public that it's a thing that I enjoy doing. I like being around people. People have issues and have problems, but in the long run, I can see past all that stuff, and I can see like if somebody's hurting or if somebody needs just somebody to say a kind word to them or whatever, then I can usually spot things like that, and I say, whatever it is that they need to hear to help them out. But I always joke, I always kid around, I'm always in a good mood. Um, I'm I would consider myself a fun person to be around because uh, I'm always joking, always cutting up. I don't think I've ever met an enemy. I've made a few that would probably consider me an enemy, but it's just what it is. But anyway, thank you, Nikki, for joining in. I appreciate you. Papa Sticks Treasures, I appreciate you um, coming by. We're gonna have a good show for you today. Like I said, we're gonna go over what sold and just try to show you what all that I've found that I've made money with. And like I said, I've made a lot of money over the last few days. I've made right at $4,000 over the last probably 4 days, 3 days, something like that. Yeah, we've made a lot of money. But can y'all hear me okay? Is my mic and everything working right? You can see me good. Um, See all my curls? My hair is getting long, and I just keep a hat on it. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me do this. Let me um, go to my live video and mute it real quick and see if I can see the comments faster that way. I know some people say that it's easier to go. Well, I just seen it. Where did it go? Well, come on now. Library. Let's try that. No, I just uploaded a new video this morning. If you have not watched it yet, go watch it. It's hilarious. And that's one of the videos where we picked up some really high ticket items for super, super, super cheap. One of the items I picked up for $2 and sold it for $96. Another item I picked up for $10 and sold for $149 and some change. And we have, like I said, we've made a lot of money over the last couple of days. So for some reason, I cannot find my own video. Let's see. There it is, right there. I cannot find my own video. All right. New pins chat. Woohoo! Awesome. All right. Something else that we are doing. most of my sales come from yard sales. Most of my sales come from either estate sales, yard sales, or thrift stores. And with the cold weather moving in, people are going to start to slow down on their yard sales, which means that I need to source other ways. I needed to find another way of finding product. And one of those ways was for me to buy a product offline at like a wholesale cost and see if I could flip that and make money that way. So the next video that I do after this one will be a unboxing. I'm gonna have I think 3 boxes, 4 boxes. What's going on, T? I hope you're doing all right this morning. It's always good to have you on the show, Lone Star Picker. It's good to see you here this morning, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, I hope you enjoy the show. We're going over a what sold, and we're gonna have a lot of fun today. So anyway, back to the sourcing. We have found another way of getting product into our store without having to go to yard sales. And we're just buying product at a wholesale cost, and we're going to flip it. And we'll see how well it works. I mean, if it works, great. If it doesn't, then look, we just learned something. It's going to be, uh, it's always a learning experience. I mean, we'll be able to see what sells well, what doesn't sell well, and what doesn't sell well. If for some reason it doesn't sell, then I'll donate it. I do that a lot. If we have things that won't sell, or especially if it's newer stuff, then I will donate it to the Women's and Children's Shelter, or I will donate it to the Red Cross. I can't. I have a hard time source giving stuff to Goodwill. Um, I don't mind sourcing there because a lot of times you can find good deals. But whenever it comes to donating stuff there, I really don't donate to Goodwill too much. There's a lot more people in need of that stuff than the people at Goodwill. So I'm not trying to stir up any stink with Goodwill because, like I said, I like sourcing there sometimes. But there's a little resale shop in the town next to me that it's elderly people, and they just work off. It's volunteer positions, and I think they just do it to have something to do. And all of the proceeds benefit the community. So it's a good place to source from because you can get stuff there super cheap. I bought 2 Nintendo Wii games the other day, and I got up to the counter and I told the lady, I said, "Yeah, all right, I just want to get these 2 games." And she said, "Okay, honey, that will be 7 cents." And I said, 7 cents for these 2 games? And she said, "Yeah, 7 cents." I said, "Oh, okay." So I just give her $1. If she was going to give me back change, I was like, "No, it's okay. Just keep the change. I mean, it's just $1." And it doesn't seem like it's that much to me, but whenever you start adding them up, yeah, it adds up pretty quick. And she was super excited for me to donate the rest of the 93 cents to her. So, and sometimes I donate more than that. It's just I was only in there for them 2 games that day. If I buy $20, $30 worth of stuff, then yeah, I'll donate more money. But like I said, I just picked up those 2 games. Anyway, so we found another way of sourcing. The next video is going to be an unboxing, so you'll get to see what all is in the box that we purchased. I think there's 3 boxes, like I said. There's right at 200 items that we bought. So hopefully it's a good investment. I don't know yet. We'll find out. I think the box should be here Monday or Tuesday, so we'll find out then. Anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started with the what has sold for me. I'm just going to go over these and kind of hit them pretty quick because I have sold a ton of stuff, the last few days. So let me share my screen and figure out which one I want to share. Let's share this one. All right. We're going to start off with, yeah, check that out. The Thrifty Pickerz. I'm super excited too. I have 102 reviews, and they are all super fast shipping, excellent seller, uh, 5 star. One guy said 10 out of 10 works perfect. Um, let's go to that real quick, and I'll show you. This one says thank you. This one here says zero complaints here. Scary fast shipping. The guy bought some. This next guy bought some uh, floppy disks from me for WordPerfect 6.0 for Windows 1993, and he put it in his computer. And of course, it works fine. If it's not going to be of value to somebody, I'm not going to sell it. If it's not uh, in decent condition or new condition, then I'm not going to sell it. If I can't fix it up or clean it up and make it work the way it's supposed to work, I won't sell it. I'll skip it, or I'll throw it in the trash, or donate it, or whatever. But I'm not going to sell it. It's got to be a decent quality for me to sell it. This guy said great. This guy said a great asset to eBay, 5 stars. Hope we can deal again. I sold a Nintendo Wii. Guy said great seller. Next guy said thank you. Next guy said great price. Thank you. That was super fast. 5 star seller. Thank you. Works perfect. Anyway, I've got a bunch of them, and they all say the same thing: super fast, excellent, great, wonderful, wow. And anyway, um, all right, let's get into the what solds. First up is Grey's Anatomy season 11 on DVD. This is the complete 11th season, and you see I sold it for $23.95. If you can find seasons on DVD, most of the time they will sell pretty good. Especially if you can find the newer seasons on DVD, like the later seasons, the ones that are just coming out, or the ones that have come out but the people hadn't had a chance to watch yet. That's the ones you look for. All right, next up is Kotex panty liners. I have been selling the snot out of some of these panty liners. It's been fantastic. I picked up 84 packages of it for $20, and me and the lady got in a negotiation war. Me and her husband over the panty liners, because I wanted to pay 10 and she wanted me to pay 35. And I said, no, we're going to have to meet in the middle somewhere. So we settled on $20. So I got $6 worth of them free, because originally she wanted 25 cents a pack, and 84 packages of them at 25 cents a pack comes to like $26. So anyway, you see I'm selling them for $8.54 for 4 pack of them, which is actually pretty cheap. We're making some pretty good money, and so we can sell panty liners. I do not care what it is I sell. Um, at the end of the day, money's money. What's going on, Sean? I hope you don't mind me putting you in that last video, but I couldn't help it, man. You're a friend of mine, and I needed to show everybody what kind of friends I got. So you're a cool dude. And anyway, like I said earlier in the text messages, we need to meet up. We need to go thrifting, go find some products. But anyway, next up is Halloween costumes. Right now is the super. I mean, if you hadn't sold one by now, then you need to get on the ball and ship it priority mail, because the last thing you want is, you don't want some kid getting ready to go to Halloween and his costume not be there. So if something happens, I mean, I'm to the point now to where if I can't ship it priority mail and get it there in a day or two, then I'm just not going to ship it. I'm not going to sell it, because I don't want a kid to miss out on his Halloween costume. You know, that wouldn't be right. And I would feel bad if it were one of my kids, or even if it's somebody else's kid, I would still feel bad. But anyway, next up, yeah, Halloween costumes. They've been selling like crazy for me. This right here was a under the cabinet CD player, and you see I sold it for $32.95, and right here, and it was in excellent condition. Everything worked fine on it. I took it out of the box. I hooked it up. I tested it. The remote worked, everything worked fine. Sometime during shipping, either it got dropped or thrown or something, and it got damaged. And the guy took pictures of it before he opened the box and showed me pictures of the box. And which I'm a man of my word. I told my policy is if something is broke or damaged and you take pictures of it and you're wanting a refund, then I will refund your money. I mean, that's only fair. It's not his fault that it got damaged during transit. And of course, it wasn't mine either, but that's just a part of being a seller. Is sometimes you got to eat the cost of things to keep people happy, and which is fine. I mean, I don't particularly like having to refund people's money, but I will just because. And it doesn't matter how much money it is. I mean, if they were willing to pay for it, then I'm willing to refund them. So it got damaged, and I refunded all of his money, and including shipping. So uh, that's how I roll, bro. That's how I roll. Anyway, next up is Legos. Legos. If you can sell Legos, um, sell them because they sell fast and they usually sell for pretty good money. I paid $1 for this Lego set at a yard sale. 99% of these things I'm selling come from yard sales, and they sell fast. So if you get a chance to pick up Legos, pick them up. Next up is Grey's Anatomy, seasons 1 through 9. I actually bought seasons 1 through 11, and I got 2 of season 9, and I did not get season 10. I had 1 through 9, another 9, and an 11. And so what I did is I just sold seasons 1 through 9 together for $52.95. And then I sold season 9 by itself. And then I sold season 11 by itself. And I made $25 on season 11 by itself. I think it was $25 on it. Anyway, next up is speakers. If you can find speakers, then especially new in the box like these, I gave $2 for these, and I sold them for $39.95, which was a good flip, good profit. All of my stuff is free shipping except for the great big items, the big items that I don't know how much uh, the shipping's going to cost. Then I will have the buyer pay shipping. But 90% of my stuff is free shipping, and it's fast shipping. So if somebody makes an order right now, I will, as soon as this video is over, I will fill the order and go deliver it that way. Because I mean, I'm the kind of person that whenever I order something, I want it here right now. And that being said, is if somebody else orders something, I know that they're going to want it right now too, or at least I would. So it's going to be yes, it's going to be a listing today. Yes, I understand that. I've actually listed almost everything that I can list, so I've got to source more, and that's why I'm kind of excited about the package that I'm going to receive. I think it's Monday. Hopefully it's a Monday or Tuesday, and we'll do an unboxing video and show y'all what all we got there. But that'll give me 200 items to list, which is fantastic. The more you list, the more money you make. So, I mean, it's that simple. If you don't list, you don't make any money. So, anyway, speakers. If you can sell speakers, jump on them. They sell fast. They sell for pretty good money. I've still got a few things I can list, but not a whole lot of stuff that I can list. Let's see here. A Nintendo Wii. No, a Nintendo DS. I picked this gaming system up for $9 at a yard sale in a little town north of me. And the lady, whenever I got there, she said, "Oh yeah, we've got all kinds of electronics and stuff." And I was like, "Okay, great. I'm interested in this and this and this and this." And what I've done now is I went through and I created a list of things that I look for, because people see the camera that I wear and they're like, so what are you, like a YouTuber or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, usually that's what I tell them. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, and I'm a thrifter, and I go around to yard sales, and I tell them the truth. I say, look, if I can buy it, then I will buy it. Um, if I can make money on it from purchasing it from you, then I will buy it from you, and then I will resell it. And I've had a few people kind of, you're a reseller, and they acted like they didn't want to sell to me. But at the end of the day, uh, money's money. And whether it's going to somebody that's going to resell it, or somebody that's going to use it, or somebody that's going to donate it, or whatever the situation is, these people are having yard sales, and they're selling this stuff because they want to get rid of it, and they need the money. And if they're needing the money, then they'll sell it. If they're just wanting to get rid of it, then they'll sell it. And it's just one of them things to where if you sell it to me, then everybody wins. You're going to make money on it. I'm going to make money on it, and somebody's going to get a product that they've been looking for. And that's just how I see it. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But anyway, we have got 5 people watching right now, and I appreciate all 5 of you. You guys are fantastic. You're beautiful people, and it's going to be an awesome day. So anyway, next up, let's do, what is this one? Green and orange Miami Hurricanes starter jacket. I paid 25 cents for this at a yard sale, and you can see I sold it for $24.95. Usually anything that's got like bright colors, or especially if you can find starter jackets or team logo jackets for super cheap, pick it up. I mean, worst thing it can do is not sell, and then you can donate it to somebody that could use it, especially since winter's here and it's cold and people need a jacket. So if you can find stuff like that, pick it up. Next up is campfire tins. I don't know if y'all seen my video or not, but I went to a yard sale and I picked up, the whole table was nothing but these tin cans, like these containers. And originally the lady wanted $125 for it. There was 2 ladies. One of them was putting on the yard sale, and the other lady was the owner of all of the property, all of the stuff that she was selling. And the lady that was putting on the yard sale makes a commission off of it. So she's trying to jack the prices up and make more money. I mean, I don't blame her. That's business. But the fact is, she is too high on her prices. And she was wondering why everybody kept walking up there looking around, and she had a lot of nice stuff. But there was a bicycle there that had 2 flat tires, and the seat was messed up on it. And it was an older bicycle, but it wasn't a name brand bike or anything like that. But she wanted $100 for it. And after she asked me to leave, after I made her mad and she told me to leave, then I told her, I said, there's a lot of things here that's just not going to sell because you're overpriced on your product. I told her, I said, I know you're trying to make money, but in order to make money, you have to sell this stuff. So if you would drop your prices down to where people will actually pay the price, then you will make more money. I don't know how many times I've been to yard sales where people are asking a fortune for items that aren't worth what they're asking, and they don't understand how to have a yard sale. If you want to have a yard sale, you got to price it where people can afford it. Simple as that. If people can't afford it, they just won't buy it, and you're going to be stuck putting all that stuff back up, which is not cool. All right, I bought these tins. I paid $40 for, I think it was 58 tins. I think it was 50. It was either 58 or 68 tins. It was a bunch of tins, and I made my money back on 2 of the tins. I mean, you see, I made $30 just off this one tin right here, and the lady took very good care of these tins. I mean, you can see it's got a couple spots down there on the bottom of can, but I mean, for this being a 1969 campfire marshmallow tin, it's in excellent condition. But anyway, you see, I paid 29, or they paid 29.95, but they got free shipping. So actually, I made like probably $24, $25. That shipped first class, so I think I paid like $4 for shipping. Next up is more Legos. This was just a random lot of Legos. I paid $2 for this box of Legos, and I picked up two different boxes of these Legos. And what I did is I come home and I didn't count them. I didn't do anything. I just took the lid off the box, dumped it out, and took the manuals and stuck them out there so you could see the picture. And I just scattered them out and took some pictures and said a random lot of Legos. If anybody's interested, I did notice that there were a few Star Wars pieces. Let me see if I can find them. No. Let me see. Anyway, it's got some Star Wars stuff. Yeah, like right there in the middle. There's a guy. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's Star Wars. So I did know that there was some kind of Star Wars Legos in there, which makes the value go up a little bit more. But we made quite a bit of money off these Legos. It's not fantastic, but anything is cool with me. I mean, if I make $1 profit, I'm super excited. If I make $100 profit, I'm super excited. The fact I love hearing that cha-ching sound. So, yeah, if we can hear that cha-ching sound, I'm happy. These right here, I picked these up at a yard sale, and there was a box, a big box, and it had these what are they called? L'Oreal Excellence Cream. It's conditioning treatment. Like once you get your hair colored, then you go in and you use this kind of treatment on it. So like whenever you're washing your hair, washing. Hi Jennifer, how are you doing today, girl? I hope you're doing well. But whenever you're washing your hair, you don't want the color to come out, so you use this treatment instead. And she had, I think it was 17 tubes of this stuff, and so I lotted it up into 3 groups, and I sold all of it. I mean, back to back, just super fast. And I gave $1 for the entire box of stuff because she said she was tired of it. It's just taking up room in her house. And that stuff, it didn't expire until like 2022. So, I mean, yeah, I sold it. $14.95 for 3 tubes. I made 1,400% profit on that, just the 3 tubes. And there was, I think, 17 or 18 tubes altogether. I do still have 1 tube or 2 tubes left that I couldn't lot in a group of 3. But, and I'll probably list them just 1 tube for $5 or something like that. And I'll sell it. That's just how it goes. Next up is another tin. If you can find these tins that are in good condition and you can find them cheap, there are people that collect these tins, especially if you can find the bigger ones. Now, I've sold a lot of the little ones, but if you can find the big ones, then they sell better and you can make more money on them. Like this one right here, I paid $40 for the whole lot of, I think it was 58 tins. And you've seen I've made my $40 back on the 2 tins that I've shown you, the $29.95 and then the $12.95. And but anyway, yeah, if you can find these tins fairly cheap, it's easy money and you flip them fast. Here's some little tins, like the little Band-Aid tins, and these little, I think these were, there wasn't Band-Aid tins. I'm not really sure what kind of tins they are. And that's the reason I lotted them with the Band-Aid tin, is because they look like the Band-Aid tins. And but anyway, I just and they're super lightweight. You can ship them first class. I think I paid $3.48 or something like that to ship them. And but at this point, it's all profit. So everything I make is free money for me. So, and I sold it for $12.95. There's some more of that uh, excellence cream that I sold. I sold some more $14.95. There's some more of the excellence cream. I sold some more yet. Let's see. Moana. We were at a yard sale. My wife was going around scanning stuff, seeing what all she could find that would sell well. And because we do two things whenever we go to yard sales. We look for us stuff that we can use, the things that we need, and then we source for product. Usually I'm sourcing for product, and my wife is kind of browsing around seeing what we need, if there's anything that she's been wanting or whatever. And if she don't see anything she wants, then she will get that phone out. She will start scanning stuff, and just to see if it's selling. And I was actually at the checkout at the guy who was swapping cash with me, and I had done paid for some bobbleheads, and she come up. She said, "Yeah, get this too." And I said, oh, "Okay." Which if she tells me to get it, I don't argue with her. I just okay. And it was $2, and I took. I said, "Well, she said to get this, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay you the $2 for it." And he said, "So what you do is you scan it and see if it sells, and then you buy it." I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Okay." He said, "Well, scan everything," because he wanted me to buy more, which I get it. I mean, that's why he's having the yard sales to sell stuff. So anyway, she handed it to me. She said, "Whenever you get home, we need to list this because they're selling for like $25 super fast." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I get home, I list it. Before I can set my phone down, that thing sold just like that for 24.50. And as soon as it sold, I was like, "Shoot, I should have sold it for more," but it's already sold. And so now you know that if you're on the lookout for Moana necklaces, um, check it and get it. You don't want to pass it up because that's easy money, super fast money. Next up is a Halloween costume. Um, I think this was $2. It was either $2 or $3, but I think I talked the guy down to $2 on it. It was a costume that his kid wore last year. It was a youth medium, no, youth extra large, and it was still in good condition. I took it out of the package and look, you've got to be careful whenever you're buying Halloween costumes. And the reason I say that is because if the people have just thrown it in their storage building that's not climate controlled, then the material that it's made out of will stick together. And whenever you go the next year to pull it apart, all of the material will rip. So you've got to be real careful whenever you're buying stuff like this. And the reason I know this is because I spent $30 on 3 bags of, uh, all right, awesome, on 3 bags of Halloween costumes, and got home and ended up having to donate most of them because they were stuck together and the material was kind of nasty. And I'm not going to sell that. So we donated them to people that might want to wear them. Next up is a Nintendo Wii game console. Uh, we 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 bought this for $7 at a yard sale in a little town south of us, and I got home. It was nasty. Oh my goodness, it was nasty. It looked like it had chicken poop on it, and anyway, so I got home and I sanitized it and I cleaned it, and I went and got me a Q-tip and a little brush, and I cleaned every crick and cranny and crack in this thing, and cleaned the cords up, cleaned the controls up, and whenever I got done, it looked brand new. And it was just in somebody's barn or something, and they wasn't using it. And I tested it out, made sure it worked. It worked great. And so, of course, for $7, I sold it and made $63 profit. So $62.05, right? 60 something. Anyway, I made $79.95, and that was pretty good profit for $7. I pick these things up right here all the time. This is easy money, and they're everywhere. And usually you can get them for $3-4. It's just the Netgear Wi-Fi range extenders. Um, Super cheap. People, I don't know why people sell them so cheap. I don't know why they sell them so much, but it seems like every yard sale I go to, I find one of these Netgears, and I pick it up because they sell fast. And literally, by the time you get this thing listed, it'll sell. Anyway, next up, a little kid's Scooby-Doo Halloween costume. This was a super cute costume, and the little girl that was selling it was just as cute as the girl in the picture. And it was I would say an ordained appointment, because this little girl wanted to sell this costume so bad, and I told her, I said, tell you what, I said, how much are you asking on this costume? And she said $10. And I told her, I said, well, let me think about it and see. And before we got to leaving, this little girl was in tears, and it was a sad story. And I told her, I said, tell you what, I'll give you the $10 for the costume. And I sold it for $22.95. So I did make a profit, but this little girl needed $10 for something that was pretty important. So I paid up for it. And usually I would have spent $1 or $2 on this costume, but like I said, this little girl needed the money, so I gave her what she was asking for. And sometimes it's better to just pay up, especially if you know the backstory and you know what people are going through. People are selling stuff for 1 or 2 or 3 reasons. Either they need the money, or they they're tired of seeing their stuff, or they may have medical reasons that they're selling the stuff. They may have there's a friend of mine that lives in a town next to me, and she's got colon cancer, and she's got lung cancer, and she has yard sales all the time. And every time she has a yard sale, I try to go visit her at her yard sale, because I know what the money's going to. I know she's got doctor bills. And being raised the way I was, my mom had congestive heart failure. She passed away when I was 13. I've lived that kind of life to see what people have to go through and how important it is to pay your doctor bills, because you don't want to have to go to a doctor and them turn you away because you can't afford it. I think it should be illegal for any doctor to turn you away, no matter whether you can afford it or not. I mean, somebody's life is in jeopardy, then I think that they should have to treat you either way, whether you can afford it or not. Anyway, get off of that rant and get back onto what's sold. The very best of ghost hunters. We picked these up for 50 cents at a yard sale. And the reason I picked it right now during Halloween, anything ghost, anything spooky, like Halloween 3, I picked it up for, it was thrown into a box for $5. So I'll probably pay like 30 cents for it. And, but anything Halloween right now, you can sell quick. But your time's running out. So if you're going to sell it, you need to sell it now. Go ahead and drop the price, whatever you got to do to get it out of your store. Let's see. Next up is a Newmark party mixer. One of them and things that you if you were expecting me to beatbox, it's not going to happen, because I can't do it, and that's okay. There's things I can do, things I can't do. I paid, I believe it was $15 for this, but it came with this microphone stand. It came with microphone, It came with the box, and all I sold was just the box itself, the party mix itself. I didn't sell the microphone, and I didn't sell the microphone stand. And the reason is because I needed the microphone stand and stuff here for the little studio thing that I've got set up. So anyway, and it still sold for 80 bucks, which is pretty good profit. And pretty sure the guy's going to make that a Christmas gift to his daughter, which is awesome. He sent me a message, says, "Hey man, I'm thinking about making this a Christmas present. Is there any way that you could wrap it to where it's pretty?" So I did. I took and wrapped it up like in a regular priority box, and then I gift wrapped it and turned it into a present. So, uh, and it works good. I mean, I played with it for a long time, and I thought about keeping it, but I have no need for it. So anyway, next up is another tin can. This one was a cream of wheat can. Uh, More money in the bank, man. This is all profit now because I've done made all my money back, and I sold it for 19.95. So after shipping and everything, I probably made $15 profit on it, which is pretty good profit. Next up is a hat. I have a ton of hats for sale, but this one right here was a little bit different. I paid $2 for it at a thrift store. And the reason I picked it up is because, first of all, it's a flat bill fitter's cap. No, it's a snapback cap. It's got the little thing like this on the back. And so it's adjustable. But what made this one right here, this is a Chad Reed signature hat. It is signed by Chad Reed. And he's a professional motocross racer. And at the time, I had no idea who he was. I had no clue, but I seen the hat was in good condition, and I seen it had a signature on it, and I thought, well, let me check it out and see. So I looked up 22, and it brought up Chad Reed Moto Racer, and I thought, okay, cool. And then I got to looking on the inside, and it has his name, Chad Reed, and it says Motocross 2021 or 2020 or something like that. And so for $2, I figured, yeah, I'm going to try it and see. So it sold almost immediately after I put it online for $45.95. There's stuff sitting around your house that you can sell. You can make some money with. Yeah. Anyway, Nintendo Wii Classic Controller. I paid $15 for an entire box of Wii stuff. I had $20 left. I was down to $20 after we had been yard selling all day, and I got to this last yard sale, and there was a box of Wii stuff, and she said I had found two other games, a little rack that I needed for my office, and something else. I don't remember now, but I just put it all in the box, and I told my wife, I said, I've got to get this cheaper than $20, and she's asking 25 on it. And she said, well, just give her the 25. I said, I can't give her the 25. I said, I'm out of cash. All I have is a $20 bill left. And she said, oh. So I get up there and I asked the lady, I said, ma'am, I said, is there any way you can do $15 for all this? And she looked in the box and she looked and she seen everything that was in there. And she said, yeah, I'll do 15 on it. And I said, okay, cool. So I give her $15. She gave me $5 change. And whenever I got home and started going through the box, because I just kind of glanced in the box, there were like 50 Nintendo Wii games. There was, I think, 4 PlayStation 4 games. There was a Nintendo Wii. There was 2 of these controllers like this. And of course, there was probably 6 nunchucks, 6 of the regular Wii controls. I mean, there was everything's there except for the power cable for the Wii. And so get on eBay and buy a power cable for a Wii and then list it. And I'll make, 70, 80 bucks off the Wii or more because it's got so many accessories. But anyway, I took these controllers and I went ahead and listed them because they were new in the box, never been used. And I seen how much they were going for. And I thought, you know what, let me list one and see. and I listed it in about 5 minutes. It sold, and I thought, let me list the other one, and I listed it, and it took it probably 20-25 minutes to sell. But if you can find these controllers like this for the Wii, then pick it up, because they're $50 all day long, and which don't seem like that much money, but if you find two of them, then that's $100, and they sell super fast, super fast. What's going on, Backroad Bitter? I appreciate you, man. Um, yeah, I do. I have a lot of fun when I shop. I like visiting with people, and I like checking out what people have for sale, and I like making new friends all the time. All right, next up, um, if you have not noticed yet, if you can find the VHS VCR rewinder, uh, the little VHS rewinders, pick them up. They sell super fast, and they are. I mean, you don't make a whole lot of money on them, but I'm just as excited making $10 as I am making $1,000. It's all fun for me. I love it, and I like selling these because you can sip it in a priority flat rate box, and they sell fast, and you can flip them easy, super easy. Right now, if you have any kind of hiking boots, for women or men, sell them, because they sell fast, and you can get pretty good money out of them. This right here, I paid $2 for this pair at a thrift store, and the lady, I talked to her, and she said, "Yeah," she said, "we get these books like this all the time, and we're just wanting to, kind of move some inventory. We got to make room." So she said, "I'm selling for $2 a pair." So I bought 3 or 4 pair of boots, and this is just one of them that I've sold. Um, by the way, all of the stuff that I've sold right here is only a fraction of what I've sold. I've made $4,000 in the last 3 or 4 days, um, just by making sales and stuff like that. So, uh, yeah, we've made quite a bit of money. Let's see. Next up, some MD Solar Science Mineral Cream. I bought these for 50 cents a box, and they expired in 2021, and they are 48 mineral cream, broadband spectrum, broadband, broad spectrum sunscreen, and these actually, they sat on my shelf for probably a month, and then all of a sudden, all of them sold. All 5 of them sold. I mean, back to back to back, and I don't know why they sat on my shelf so long before they sold, but whenever they started selling, I mean, I sold all of them, and I paid 50 cents a piece for them and sold them for $11.70, which come to a profit of about $7 to $8, something like that. So that was a pretty good flip. This right here, I paid $5 for this Harley Davidson purse. It come with a checkbook, and it was in nice condition. Whenever I first got it, it had a few stains on it. So I took some stuff called Totally Awesome. You can get it at any Dollar General for $1 a bottle. If you have not tried it, try it. It's called Totally Awesome. Let me see. Nope, I can't get over to it because I don't have enough slack on my cable, my mic. If anybody wants to get me anything, something you can get me is you can get me a wireless mic. That would sure come in handy. Anyway, but you don't have to. If not, I will get it myself. I appreciate you. I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Let me see here. And I was going to put that in the description too. If you want to go to my store, or if you want to go to my my store, if you want to go to it, then I will put it in the description down below. If you want to contact me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, anything like that, it will be in the description down below my videos, all of my videos. So if you ever want to contact me personally, that's how you do it. Hit me up through Facebook Messenger. Become my friend. I mean, you got nothing to lose. I'm pretty cool dude, I think. So I like my own company. I will sit there and talk to myself all day long. Anyway, next up is a wireless Accurite rain gauge. I paid $2 for this at a yard sale, and brand new in the package. The lady, she said she'd never use it. She's just trying to get rid of it. She said she was tired of holding on to it. So I picked it up for $2 and sold it for $24.95, and made a pretty good profit. Um, One of the things that I'm noticing, that all the little stuff that you sell for $10, $15, that starts to add up really fast. And I didn't realize how fast it would add up until I got to noticing how much money that I've made and how many things have sold, because you price it to where people can buy it. If you overprice it, yeah, you might hold on to it for a little while and you might sell it. But if you price it to sell, then you're going to make some money. You're going to make some good money. Another campfire tin. This is all profit. You see, I sold this one for $29.95. If you get a chance to pick up tins that are in good condition, I'm not talking about the ones that are all rusted up. Some people like the rusted up ones, but I've come to find that if you can find the ones that are in good condition, pick them up. Don't pay a whole lot for them. We went to a yard sale this last weekend, and the lady wanted $15 for one, and I told her no, and I said, sorry, ma'am, but I just can't. I can't afford to spend $30 on two tins, and because I only take a certain amount of money with me to yard sales, and I didn't want to waste it all on two tins that might sell pretty good and might not sell pretty good. I mean, if you can get it, these tins I paid less than 25 cents a piece for. Next up is water filter. We Every time we find water filters or pool filters or jacuzzi filters, anytime we find filters, we always pick them up because they sell pretty fast and you can make a decent profit on it. So like these whirlpool filters, um, I just, if you find it, especially the refrigerator filters, because everybody's got a refrigerator and everybody needs filters, and the best place to get it is eBay. So you're going to hear that a lot from me because that's where I eat, sleep, and breathe is eBay. Here's another one of them VHS rewinders. If you can pick it up, pick it up. I gave $1 for this one this weekend at the yard sale we went to, at one of the 50 yard sales we went to. And this is the only thing that I bought at that entire yard sale. And we walked around there. If you watch this last video I put out, you'll see me. This is the last thing in the video that I bought. And funny story. We got in there and I was walking around and my wife said, here. And she just handed it to me and I looked and it had $1 on it. I said, okay, which you always want to check them, make sure they work. 9 times out of 10, it'll work because it's something that's not been used a whole lot. And especially if you can find a vintage one like this one. This is an old school one. And they sell pretty good. Like I said, I paid $1 and made $21.95 on it. So after shipping and everything, I think I made about $12, $15 on it, and which is pretty good profit. I like it. But funny story, we get to this yard sale, and I have a pain hit me from the donuts that I ate, and I was like, oh man, oh man. And I told my wife, I said, we got to go. And she's like, okay, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I said, we just got to go. And so as I'm checking out, I asked the guy, I said, hey, let me ask you a question. Where can somebody use the restroom at around here? And the guy's like, well, you can go. I'm not real sure. And my wife said, the lodge is the only place you can go. And there was another guy there that owned the house. He said, tell you what, if you're in a bind and you need to use the bathroom now, he said, there's a bathroom in here you can use. So I did. I went and I used his bathroom, and talk about rough. Oh, it was rough. That donut did me dirty. That's a dirty didn't donut. And anyway, so sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And that was one of them times. And my wife, whenever I got out of the restroom, she was sitting in the truck with my cousin, and she's like, was you pooping? I was like, Yeah, I was pooping. I couldn't help it. So anyway, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I hate having to go to somebody's house and use the restroom, but life is life. Next up was Harley Davidson shirts. I don't know if you've seen the video yet. Check it out. All of my big finds like this are in my videos. Um, you can go back and watch the video to where if you there's a whole stack of these T-shirts, and they're all brand new with tags, and there's like a handful of them that don't have tags, and like this one right here, I don't think this one had tags. Let me see. Vintage Harley Davidson T-shirt, new without tag. Yeah, this one didn't have tags on it. And so I brought all these shirts home. I washed them, got them cleaned up, and made sure they were in mint condition. And then I started listing them. And I paid 25 cents a piece or less for them. And I think there was 43 or 44 of these shirts. And I gave $7 for all of them. Which was fantastic because you can't buy one shirt for $7. So after I sold the first one, I was already into the profit, and I've sold probably 12 of these shirts already, and making money, honey. Yes, sir. We picked these buckle jeans up. We actually bought these for my son, and you see how it says um, buckle men's W31S. The waist is 31, and the S means they're short. They're like capris, so they're for somebody with small waist and short. Um, the length is 30s, and so anyway, we paid $5 a pair for these jeans, and we bought two pair of them, and yeah, we sold them for 40. So we flipped them for a pretty good profit. All right, next up, we don't have very many more to go. We are getting to the bigger ticket items, though. We're fixing to start seeing some big money. So stick around. You're going to want to watch this. Con Air. I picked this up this last weekend. Um, Most of the stuff from now on is going to be stuff that we bought this last weekend. Con Air gel and lather heating system. Chrome shaving cream, warmer, new in box. I got home. I paid $2 for this box of this warmer, and half the stuff that I sell, I have no idea what it is, which is cool. I don't care what it is. I will scan it, and if I can see that it's comp and it's selling, then I'm gonna buy it, especially if I can get it cheap, because I like making money. So anyway, I picked it up for $2, sold it for $19.95, free shipping. I made $12 on it, something like that. And my wife is calling. She's in the house. All right, next up, we went to a yard sale, and there was a guy had a Ziploc bag full of these uh, ink, black ink for a 61 printer. And so I got on eBay and I comped what all the 61 printer ink would fit, and found one that it showed all of the listings, all of the ink that showed all of the printers that were compatible with this ink. And that's the listing that I used to list this. And it said been viewed like 5 times or something like that, or sold 5 in the last 24 hours or something like that. That's one of the ways that I always try to find one that's got views or one that's selling. And if you can find one that's got views or one that's selling, then most of the time, whenever you uh, promote your listing, then you'll sell it. It's just a matter of time. So anyway, I paid $3 for the entire bag of ink, and no, it was not expired. It was still in good condition. Let's see here. Yeah, still in good condition, and it's all black ink, which is good because everybody needs black ink. And I sold it for $17.95. So just after I sold the first one, I was into the profit by a lot, and I think it cost me like $2.80 or $2.90 or something like that. $3 shipping. So I mean, I shipped it first class, so it shipped fairly cheap, and I made probably right at $15 profit on it. There's another one. I sold another ink. If you can find ink, pick it up. There was a lot of people were selling ink, and yeah, I think there is a shortage on ink. So if you can find it at a yard sale or a thrift store, something like that for cheap, pick it up. Yeah. She said, "Was you pooping?" I was like, "Yeah, I was pooping." Anyway, life happens, man. There's some more ink. Yeah. So you can see I've made 30, 40, 7 and 7 and 7, 21, 51, $51 altogether, minus the $3 that I spent on it. So I mean, that was a pretty good pickup. $3 to $51 is pretty good. Next up is sheets. I paid $2 for these sheets, and I actually picked up 2 of these, but my son needed a set of these sheets for his room, and for some reason he flips and flops in the middle of the night, and the sheets that he had on his bed was not big enough, and he kept pulling them off. So these are extra large sheets, and they fit better around his mattress and stuff. So he got to keep some of these, and I got to sell some. So it worked out for everybody. I paid $2 for both of them, so and sold them for $19.95. So that was a good flip. Making money, making money, making money. Water filters. Again, if you can find water filters for fairly cheap, pick it up. These right here sold for $29.95, and I think I gave $3 for these filters at a yard sale. And that's, like I said, all this stuff is yard sale finds, and we're super excited about this new adventure we're fixing to go on, and hopefully it works out right, and hopefully we can make a lot of money. And if we can, then we will be sourcing like that for a lot of our material. I mean, I'm still going to do the yard sale stuff because I love going out and meeting new people, and I love the sourcing aspect of it. But we've got to find another way of sourcing. So we've invested some money into some stock. So anyway, uh, next up is more water filters. This one actually had uh, the the little contraption, the little hootis that you screw on your faucet, and then it also come with an extra filter. It had a filter in the box, plus it had an extra filter. And the lady messaged me, I know, 25 times asking me questions about this thing. And I told her everything that I could tell her. And finally, I sent her a message. I said, "Well, are you even interested in it?" And like the 25th message, I asked her if she was even interested in it. And she said yes, but she was waiting back to hear from the company that she was buying it for, and to make sure it was going to be compatible. And I said, okay. So finally, she put in a bid. And I told her, I said, look, I said, I appreciate it, but I know it says that I'm taking offers on it, but really I need to get the $34.95 because it's worth more than that. And she said, how much is it worth? And I said, it's actually worth about 50, but I can do the $34.95. And about 3 minutes later, my phone went cha-ching, and she bought it. So that's always good. And if she hadn't have bought it, then I had a friend come over here to my store and was browsing through and just seeing what I had, and she picked it up. And she said, "I'm gonna have to talk to my husband because we need to buy this." And I said, "Okay." I said, "But if I get a chance to sell it, then I'm gonna sell it. But if you want it, go ahead and buy it now." And that's the thing is, if somebody comes here to the store and buys it, then I'll give them a discount. They don't have to. They're not going to pay the full price for it because I don't have to ship it. So I told her, I said, if you want it now, I can sell it to you for 30, and that way you can just take it. And she said, well, let me ask my husband first. I hadn't heard nothing back, so I sold it. This right here, in this last video that I just put out, watch this, because anytime you can find this HeroScape stuff, let me see. It says HeroScape. I have no idea what this is. I have no clue. But I do know that HeroScape stuff like this sells really, really well and super fast. I gave $2 for this box of it's Rise of the Valkyrie. I have no idea what it is. It's some kind of Star Wars or something. I don't know. I have no clue. But I gave $2 for this box at a yard sale, and I sold it for $96.95. Um, about 3 weeks ago, I picked up two little bitty uh, plastic, brand new in the box figurines, and it said Heroscape on it. So I scanned it, and the lady wanted 75 cents a piece for these two boxes. If you bought one of them, or if you just sold one of them on eBay, you were getting about $25. But if you had both of them, then you could get about $70 for them. So what I did is I bought both of them for $1.50 and got home and listed them for like $69.95, and they sold instantly. I mean, literally as fast as I could put the listing up on eBay, they sold. So anytime you find Heroscape, remember that name, Heroscape. Pick it up because you can get it super cheap, and there are people out there that really, really like this stuff. I mean, like I say, it sells super fast. Look it up on eBay. You'll see what I'm talking about. John Wayne. I picked this up at a yard sale this weekend, and the lady was kind of rude when we first got there. She said they're not supposed to be letting people in till 8 o'clock, and I was like, well, they let us in. They told us it started at 7, and we got there at like 6:15, 6:30. And as soon as we got there, they let us in. So we were hitting yard sales before daylight, and I happened to run across this lady's yard sale. She had some Nintendo Wii U games, and she had How I Met Your Mother seasons 1 through 8, and she had John Wayne on Blu-ray. And always, always, always take the time to open the case up and to make sure everything is in the case, and make sure it's not scratched up so bad that people can't watch it. I would hate to get something that's so scratched up I couldn't watch it after I paid for it. I would be disappointed. So that being said, make sure that whatever it is that you've got, you can sell, and make sure it's in good condition. This John Wayne was in perfect condition. I mean, all of the CDs or DVDs were scratch resistant or scratch free. They were all perfect condition. And so I actually got this free because the lady said, well, yeah, I picked up this. She wanted $2 for this. She wanted $3 for one of the games, and then she wanted $1 for another game, and which come to $6 altogether for the games and this. But I also picked up How I Met Your Mother, which was seasons 1 through 8. And whenever I got up there, I said, okay, it's 6 for this, and it's 8 for this. She's like, okay, okay. And I said, would you be willing to do 10 for all of it? And she's like, yeah, I'll do that. I said, okay, good. So I give her $10, and I bought seasons 1 through 8, and I paid $2 on one of the games. I got the John Wayne free, and I got one of the games free. So always negotiate price. I mean, people, they're trying to get rid of their stuff. So sometimes you'll run across people that are dead set on their price, and they're not going to come off of it. But most of the time, you can negotiate. You can talk to people. Always ask people if they're willing to drop the price. Most of the time, you'll end up saving some money. This right here, Sirius XM satellite radio. I gave $3 for this at a yard sale, and whenever you open the box up, you can tell it had never been used. It was brand new, but somebody had taken the time to take each one of the pieces out of the plastic, and they just put the pieces back in the box and just took all the plastic, stuck it on top, and closed the box. Well, whenever I got home, I opened the box up and checked, made sure it worked, tested it out, and everything worked fine. And I took each piece and figured out which piece of plastic it went back in, and I put it back in the plastic. So whenever the people open this up, they're going to realize that it's brand new, it's never been used, and they're going to get a good deal. Because most of the time these sell about $60, $65 or more. And I've got this one listed at $37.95, and it sold, but the buyer has still not paid, and I honestly don't. I honestly don't see the guy paying. I figure I will relist it. So anyway, sometimes that's the way it works. You get people that, oh yeah, I want it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it for you, and they make an offer, and then you say you accept the offer, and then they never pay you. So he's not gonna get it until he pays. Simple as that. Um, you don't pay, I don't ship, or unless I'm doing a giveaway or something like that, then I will. Next up is I gave $1 for this box of phones, and they were brand new. I got home, hooked them up. At first, I got a little bit nervous because neither one of them would come on, and I think it was just because the batteries were so dead. And I just let them sit there and charge for about an hour. And I walked over and checked on them, and they were both on. They both functioned. Everything was working right. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't make a call on them, but because I don't have a phone line. But they seemed to work fine, so I listed them for $26.95. Right now, if you go to my store, I'm having a sale, and only till the end of today. I think it's 7 o'clock tonight. My sale ends. So if you're going to buy something from me, now's the time, because you're going to get 5% off of everything in my store. So anyway, all right. Last but not least, this is my favorite sale out of all of them. This is probably one of the only times I will ever run across this product, which is cool because I'm thankful that I picked it up when I did. I got to the yard sale, and I seen this bag of stuff, and I was like, what is this? And I knew it was some kind of electronic. So I picked it up, and it was some kind of little walkie-talkie. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. But it had a headset with it. And I got to looking at it, and it said RE3000 Racing Series. And I was like, Racing Series? And I asked the lady, I said, ma'am, what is this? She said, oh, that's so you can listen in on your NASCAR drivers. Whenever you go to the races, all you do is you put the headset on, and then you can hear what the NASCAR driver is saying to the pit crew, and you can hear what the pit crew is saying to the driver. You can hear the entire race. You can hear everything. And it's a scanner. And what it does is it scans the channels and figures out who's talking. Like if you wanted to listen to Jeff Gordon, he's got a setting on there where you can listen to Jeff Gordon. Or if you wanted to listen to Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Rusty Wallace or whoever, then you can go through there and it's programmed already into the scanner. So whenever their number comes up, you can see who's talking, and you can figure out what they're talking about. Like if they have issues with the car, or if they want to pass on the inside or whatever, you can hear it. And super cool. And the lady wanted $20 for it, and I told her, I said, that's a little bit more than I want to spend. And then I opened up the back of it. Always, always, always check the battery compartment, because in this situation, the batteries had been sitting in this thing so long that they had corroded, and they were so nasty. And so I took my pocket knife and I peeled the batteries out, and I told her, I said, ma'am, this thing probably ain't any good because the batteries are corroded in it. And I showed her the batteries, and she's like, oh man. I was like, yeah. I said, I'm still interested in buying it, but would you be willing to do 10 on it? And she said, yeah, sure. A little trick that I don't know if you know or not. Coca-Cola will eat battery acid. It's the acid, the chemical in the Coca-Cola will eat that battery acid and will clean it up. So what I did is I brought it home, and I put a little bit of Coca-Cola in that where the battery was at, and I cleaned it all up, and I got all the battery acid out of it, and then I let it dry, and then I put 3 brand new batteries in it and tested it, and I made everything look brand new whenever I got ready to ship it, and I took pictures of it. Everything was in immaculate condition. It turned on. It worked great. And I listed it on my phone, and I walked from my listing station over here to my desk because I was going to revise it, and it sold just like that. And I gave $10 for it. Okay. This right here is what it is. It is super, super cool. Like I said, if you want to listen in to your NASCAR driver, and if you run across one of these, pick it up. Don't pass it up. Pick it up. because it's called the RE3000 racing scanner, and just the scanner by itself is about $100. But if you can find it with the scanner and the headset, you're looking at $150 all day long. Super fast sale. Super fast sale. Probably the fastest sale that I've ever had right here. And I paid $10 for it, and I made 150 on it. So I made $140 profit. But I did give him free shipping, and I shipped it priority mail. So he should have it probably tomorrow or the next day. But anyway, that is all of my stuff that I've sold, or that's everything that I've shown you that I've sold. I have sold video games, probably 60, 65 video games. I've been selling them like crazy. Um, and it's been fantastic. We've made a lot of money. Hi, Kathy. I'm sorry I didn't say hello a while ago. Yeah, like I said, we've made a lot of fantastic sales, and we've made a lot of money, and it's been great. Um, this right here was probably my favorite sale, just because I sold it for so much and so fast. Literally, as soon as I got it listed, before I could sit down, it sold, and it was extremely awesome. But anyway, man, you guys have been great. Thank you for sticking around with me for so long. I know it's been a little bit longer video, um, but I wanted to take the time and show you guys what all that I've been selling, so you can find stuff for you to sell. There's so much out there to sell. I mean, people are going to buy just about whatever. So just remember that it's got to be decent quality. Make sure it's in good condition, whatever it is you sell. Make sure you ship it fast. The faster, the better. And because people want to get their stuff fast, and you want to get good reviews. So make sure you take care of your responsibility to do what you're supposed to do, and take care of people. At the end of the day, if you have messed somebody over, then first of all, how can you feel uh, good about what you've done? Secondly, um, that person is going to give you a review, and you want to get a good review. So always try to take care of people. Um, that's what it's all about. These people, they want to get a good product, and I always try to think about it like this: that if I were buying the product or the item, that I would want to make sure that somebody was doing me right. And if I purchased the item and I got it at home and it was damaged or it was messed up or it didn't work or whatever, and I wanted to know if they would give me a refund, I would want to make sure that I would be able to get my refund back, because that's just the way I am. I want to take care of people. So that being said, always do what's right. And like I end all of my videos, uh, stay safe, stay honest, and keep picking. And the reason I say that is because right now we've got a pandemic going through the country, and I try not to talk about it too much, but it's a part of life, and uh, everybody needs to stay safe. That's number one. Number two, to stay honest, because if you're honest, it will reflect. Um, a tree is known by its fruits. That's the way I've lived my entire life, and that's the way I will live my entire life. If you're producing bad fruit, you're going to get bad results. If you're producing good fruit, then you're going to get good results. You treat people the way that you want to be treated, and that's uh, just the way I was raised, and it's just my lifestyle. But anyway, and keep picking, pick, play, have a good time. I am all the time messing with people, picking on them. And the reason I do that is because first of all, it gives me something to do. Um, that's my personality. I like picking. I like playing. I like having a good time. I like spending time with people and just making the best of it. And I try to see the positive side of everything. And it's just who I am. But anyway, you guys have been fantastic. I think I'm going to end the video right here. And remember that there's plenty of products that you can pick and you can source and you can make money from. And it's just stuff like this that you need to pay attention to, because like this one, and well, where'd it go? Did I pass it? This one right here, HeroScape. If you can find HeroScape, or you can find the racing scanner, or you can find the VHS rewinders, water filters, ink, things like that, pick it up, because you're going to make some money. There's so much more. Like I said, you've seen what all we went through. If you missed any of the video and you want to see what's been selling for me, things that have made me a fortune, a lot of money, then go back through and watch the video again. But it's been fantastic. Leave comments down below. If there's any questions, comments, or concerns that you have for me, then just leave it down below in the comment box, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I try to answer them as fast as possible, but sometimes it takes me a little while. I have a lot going on, so but anyway, I will get back to you, I promise. And anyway, don't forget to like the video. If you have not liked it yet, then go ahead and like the video for me. I appreciate it. There's been 12 people liked it so far, and I appreciate all 12 of you. You're fantastic. There has been, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so before you leave. We put out content like this all the time, and like I said, we've got a new adventure we're fixing to start, and we're super, super, super excited about it, and super stoked, man. It's going to be super fun. And if I say super one more super time, I'm going to super just don't know super what I'm going to do. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to the future. So we've got something up our sleeve. And anyway, but yeah, like the video, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Yeah, I gotta stay away from the donuts. I love donuts. I love donuts, but sometimes donuts don't love me. That's just how it is. But I think it's just the chocolate in that donut, because I can eat a glazed donut and it's fine. And I can eat powdered donuts like they're going out of style. But just something about that chocolate donut that just didn't set right. I don't know. It was a bad situation. Yes, sir. But anyway, stay away from the donut. They'll get you, and they cause you to look like this. Anyway, you guys have been fantastic. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. If they say that you're not fantastic, you tell them, come talk to me, and I'll tell them different for you. But anyway, until next time, guys, remember to be safe, to be honest, and to keep picking. All right, bye, y'all.